So in this video, we are going to learn how to enroll student in Zenler and add contact in Infusionsoft on Razorpay Payment. Now suppose guys, if you're using Razorpay as a payment gateway to collect the payment and you have created some kind of course in Zenler, this automation is going to help you a lot. Using this automation, whenever we are going to capture a new payment in our Razorpay account, automatically the customer who made the payment will be enrolled as a student in our course in our Zenler account which we have created. Also using the same automation, you can add the same customer who made the payment as contact in your Keep CRM or your any email marketing application or platform as well. So if you want to know how you can set up this automation, for that you just have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, here we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard. Now to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. And after reaching to this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as Razorpay to Zenler to Keep. And then just click on Create. And now you can see that our workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, you have 2 different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those 2 concepts, those 2 principles on which this whole automation works on. Where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with the trigger window. Now the idea here is, first, we have to connect our Razorpay account with Pabbly Connect in this trigger window, so that every time we receive a new payment on our Razorpay account, automatically the details of that newly captured payment will be received inside Pabbly Connect and this automation workflow will trigger. It will start when we capture a new payment in Razorpay. After that, using Pabbly Connect's automation, the customer who made the payment, we will add that customer, we will enroll that customer to a course in our Zenler account. And also we are going to add that same customer as a contact in our Keep CRM in Infusionsoft. So let's see how it is done. Now here in trigger window, in choose app, search for Razorpay. Just select it. And then in trigger event from the drop down, select the trigger event as payment captured. After selecting our trigger event, Pabbly Connect gave us a webhook URL. And using this webhook URL, we are going to connect our Razorpay account with Pabbly Connect and capture the payment details. And how we are going to use this webhook URL? We just have to follow the help text given below over here. Just copy this webhook URL from here and go to the dashboard of your Razorpay account. After coming to this dashboard, from the left sidebar, go to Account and Settings, and here under Website and App Settings, go to Webhooks. After coming to this webhooks page, click on this Add New Webhook button and then this box appears in front of us. In this box, the first thing it asks us is the webhook URL. Now here in this field of webhook URL, just paste the exact same webhook URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect. Just copy it from here and paste it over here. Then it is asking us for the secret and alert email. So both of these fields are not mandatory, not required fields, so we can ignore them. And after that, in active events from this drop-down, we have to select payment.captured. Now here guys, if you have any kind of doubt or confusion while adding this webhook URL or while selecting this active event, you can always refer to the help text given below over here inside Pabbly Connect. Here it is clearly mentioned that we have to select payment.captured as the event, active event. So just select it and then click on Create Webhook button. Now when we click on Create Webhook, here you can see that a webhook URL has been added in our Razorpay account. And then the Pabbly Connect account and the Razorpay account is now connected. Now every time we are going to capture a new payment in our Razorpay account, the details of that newly captured payment will be received inside Pabbly Connect. And here in Pabbly Connect, you can see it is showing us waiting for webhook response. This means Pabbly Connect is right now waiting to get some data, the details of a new payment from Razorpay. So let's make a test payment on our Razorpay account. Right now, I'm in the test mode of my Razorpay account. I will just go to the payment pages section and I'm going to make a test payment over here. So I'm going to select this payment page, online PHP course for beginners. For this page, I want to set up this automation workflow. Just copy the link of this payment page and paste it in a new tab. And here guys, we are going to enter the details of a test user, a dummy user. For example, demo user. This is the name of the person. This is the email address. After this, let's add a mobile number. For example, this is the mobile number, a dummy mobile number. And then here I have added a field of course. And in this field of course, you will see the name of the same course for which we have created this payment page. Now here you must be thinking why I have created a field of course for the dropdown using which the customers can select this course, while I have created a complete payment page for that. So we will discuss this after a couple of minutes in this video. But after that, it is asking us for the product price. So by default, it has entered the product price, that is 499 rupees. So just now on this payment page, I have entered the details of a dummy customer. Let's click on pay and let's make a test payment over here. Let's select a test card details. For example, this is the card number. This is the expiry, cardholder name, and the CVV. Click on pay. Pay without saving. Now, because we want to capture the response of a successful payment, I'm going to click on success over here. And as I click on success, here you can see that a test payment is just now made. We have just now received a test payment, a dummy payment on our Razorpay account. And because we have connected our Razorpay account with Pabbly Connect, we will see details of the same payment which we have just now received of 499 rupees will be received inside Pabbly Connect as well. And yes, here you can see that in our Pabbly Connect workflow in this trigger window, you can see that we have received some response. And in this response, you will see the details of the exact same payment. We will just scroll down. Here you can see the same details of the customer, the name of the customer, demo user, the mobile number of the customer, email address, the response of course which we have selected from the drop-down as well. So all the details which the user has entered while making the payment on Razorpay payment page, we have received all of these details over here. After this, we will just scroll down and here you can see all the other details regarding this same payment as well. Like we have the payment mode, the debit card, we have the details of the card which we have made. Then here you can see the response of amount. Now here in this response of amount, you will see we made a payment of 499 rupees. But in response, you can see the amount is showing us 49,900. Now this is because while sending the data, Razorpay does not support the decimal value. So here you can see the amount is 499 rupees and 0 paise, 499.00. But while sending the data, because Razorpay does not support the decimal value, so it eliminates the decimal and adds the last to 0 over here as well. So that is why this response seems to be 49,900 to us. We have 2 extra zeros at last every time we get the amount from Razorpay. So if you want, using a feature of Pabbly Connect that is called text formatter, you can remove these 2 zeros as well. So right now in this video, you can see that the step 1 of setting up this automation is completed. We have successfully captured the details of a new payment from our Razorpay payment page inside Pabbly Connect. And here using this webhook URL, whenever we are going to receive a new payment on our Razorpay, for each and every payment page, we are going to receive the response inside Pabbly Connect. So Razorpay is going to send us the data for each and every payment we receive. But for this particular course in which we want to enroll the user in Zenler, we have basically created a different payment page over here. Now what we want to add a condition over here, a filter condition using which only the payments which we are getting on this particular payment page, means the customer who are paying us for this particular course should be enrolled to that particular course using this automation in Zenler. And the customer who are paying us using some other payment page on our Razorpay account, we don't want to enroll or add those users in our Zenler account or enroll them into our course in Zenler. Now to add this kind of filter condition, we have added this field of course name. So while sending the payment details, Razorpay does not send the details of the payment page or payment link that from which particular payment page we have received this payment. That's why we have added this field of course in the payment page and we have added the course name over here. So what we are going to do, we are going to add a filter condition in this automation workflow for this course. Like if we get this response of course of this particular course name, whatever course name we are entering in the payment page, that for that course only we are going to continue this automation. Means the customer who are paying us using this particular payment page for this particular product or for this particular course, only those customers will be added or enrolled into the course in our Zenler account. For other payment pages which we get the payment, those customers who are paying us using other payment pages will not be enrolled in that course. And to add these kind of filter condition, we will just scroll down, come to our action window, and here in choose app, we have to select filter over here. After selecting filter by Pabbly, the first thing it asks us is to select the label. What is the label on which we want to add this filter condition? So we want to add this filter condition on this response of course. So we are going to select this particular label, payload payment entity node scores. We are going to select this label over here from this drop down. Just click here, and here in this drop down, you can see a list of all the responses which we have received from Razorpay. Out of all of this, select this particular label over here. Then it is asking us for the filter type. So the filter type will be from this dropdown equals to, and in value, we have to enter the exact same course name which we have added on the payment page. So in the payment page, we have added the dropdown of the course name. So we are going to copy that exact same payment page name and paste it over here in this value. And then we will click on Save and Send Test Request. After clicking on Save and Send Test Request, here it is showing us the condition is true. This means here guys we have created a condition like if we get this response of course as this PHP course for beginners, only in that case the customer who made the payment on Razorpay will be enrolled to that course in Zenler using this automation. Only in that condition this automation workflow will be continued further. Or if we get anything else other than this in this response of course, then in that case this automation workflow will be eliminated over here and it won't continue after this step. So we have added this filter condition as well. Now after this, what we want to do, if this filter condition is true, we want to add this same customer who made the payment and enroll them to the course in Zenler. For that, just scroll down, click on this add action step button after the filter step. And then here in choose app, search for Zenler. Just select it. After selecting Zenler, an action event from the drop down, select the action event as enroll user to a course. Click on connect and select add new connection over here. So here guys, we have to connect our Zenler account with Pabbly Connect, and to make this connection, we have to enter the API key of our Zenler account and also the school name or the account name of our Zenler account. Now to get the school name or account name, you just have to log into your Zenler account, and here in this URL section, after https:// and before .zenler or .new Zenler, you will see this subdomain. This is the school name or account name of your Zenler account. Just copy that account name from there and then paste it over here. And then to get the API key of your Zenler account, just log into your Zenler account. From the right top corner, go to this profile section and click on settings over here. After coming to the settings page, from the left sidebar, just scroll down and under this developers section, click on API key. And then here you can see the API key of your Zenler account. Just copy this API key from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. And after entering the API key and account name or school name, just click on save. Now we can see that our Zenler account will get connected with Pabbly Connect over here. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the course ID. And in this drop down, you can see a list of all the courses which you have created in your Zenler account. Let me show you. So in my Zenler account, we will just go to this courses section, and here you can see all the courses which I have created. And here guys, in Pabbly Connect in this drop down, you can see the list of same courses over here. Now from this drop down, we have to select that the customer who made the payment using this automation, in which particular course we want to add that customer. So we have created this payment page for this PHP course over here. So in Pabbly Connect, from this drop down, in my Zenler account, I have this course of core PHP programming. And all the customers who are making this payment on this particular Razorpay payment page, I want to add those customers, enroll those customers over here in this particular course. So from this drop down, select the course in which you want to enroll the user. After selecting the course ID, the next thing it asks us is the course plan ID. So it is most likely possible that for a single course, you might have created multiple course plan, multiple pricing plans. So using which particular plan we want to enroll these users in this course, we have to enter the plan ID of that particular pricing plan. Now to get the plan ID, just go to the courses section, open the course in which you want to enroll. We have this course of core PHP programming. We are just taking an example of this particular course. After opening that course, just go to the pricing section, and here under pricing section, you will see a list of all the pricing plans which you have created. Right now, for this particular course, I have created only one pricing plan. This is it. That is a free course right now. So we just have to select the pricing plan. We just have to open that pricing plan in edit mode, using which you want to enroll the user. After opening this pricing plan in edit mode, here in the URL section, after pricing slash and before slash edit, you will get the plan ID of this particular pricing plan. So we just have to copy this plan ID from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here in this field of plan ID. So using this particular plan, all the students, all the customers who are making the payment will be enrolled in our course. After this, the next thing it asks us is the email address, first name and last name of the user to whom we want to enroll in this course. So we have received all of these details from our Razorpay payment page. So while making or capturing the payment response, we have the first name, last name and the email address of the customer who made the payment, the details which they have entered. So we are going to one by one map all of these details from here over here in their respective field. And guys, the process of mapping is very simple. Like in this field of email address, we have to map the email address of the customer which we have received from Razorpay. For that, just click on this field and here in this drop down, you can see a list of all the responses which we have received from previous step. So from this drop down of Razorpay responses, select this response of email and map it. So whatever email address the customer is going to enter while making the payment on Razorpay payment page, with the same email address, the customer will be enrolled to this course in Zenler. After this, follow the same process of mapping for first name and last name as well. Just click on this field and from the drop down from Razorpay responses, select the response of first name and from the drop down, select the response of last name as well. And after mapping these details, just click on Save and Send Test Request. Now after clicking on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see that we have received some response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. So now guys, what we are going to do, we will just go to the Zenler account and we will go to the student section of this course. And yes, here you can see that demo user, the same customer whose details we have added on our Razorpay payment page, means using whose details we have made the test payment, the customer who made the payment on our Razorpay payment page, the same customer has been enrolled to the course in our Zenler account. Here you can see the same date, same email address and the name as well. This means till this step, this automation workflow is working perfectly fine. And now every time we are going to receive a new payment on this particular payment page of Razorpay, automatically that same customer will be enrolled to the course in our Zenler account. Now after enrolling this user, what we wanted to do, we also wanted to add this same user in Infusionsoft or Keep. For that, just click on this Add Action Step button over here after the Zenler step and then here in Choose App, search for Infusionsoft or Keep, Infusionsoft by Keep. After selecting this, here in Action Event from this drop down, select the action event as Create or Update Contact. Then just click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here guys, we have to connect our Infusionsoft account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, click on this Connect with Infusionsoft by Keep button. And because I have already logged into my Keep account in my browser, Pabbly Connect has detected the same account. Just click on this Allow button and then we will see our Keep account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the email. That what is the email address of the new contact which we want to add in Keep. So we have received the email address of the customer who made the payment from Razorpay. And once again, we have to map these details like email address, name and other details over here in this step of Keep. So here we are going to map the data. Just click on this field and from the drop down from Razorpay responses, select the response of email and map it. Then it is asking us email opt-in, like whether this customer has opt-in for emails or not. So we are going to select no for default. If you want, you can select yes of your choice. Then it is asking us for the lead source, that what is the source of this particular lead. So if you want, you can enter the lead ID or lead source ID, or if you want, this is not a mandatory field, so you can ignore it as well. Then it is asking us how to check for duplicates. So here guys, if the contact which we are going to create is already created in our Keep account, in that case guys, you can basically update the contact or you can avoid the duplication of contact. So how you want to check for duplicate contacts in our Keep account? In this drop down, we have three options: email, email and name, email and name and company. So I know every contact, every user will have a unique email address. So we are going to check for duplicates using email. Then it is asking us for opt-in reason. So you can enter reason over here. Right now, this is not a mandatory field. So I'm just going to ignore this field for now. Then it is asking us for the first name and the last name of this customer. So I'll just click here And from this drop down from Razorpay responses, select the response of first name and then select the response of last name over here. Then it is asking us for the job title, company, billing address, and all the other details over here. So we haven't received all of these details of the customer from Razorpay or any other application. And all of these details are not mandatory, not required. So if we want, you can ignore these fields as well. Then at last, it is asking us for the phone number of the customer. So here in this field of phone number, we are going to map the response of phone number over here. Here it is, the response of mobile number. Just map it. And then the Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter ID, and all the other detailed fields which we have. These fields are also not mandatory, not required, so you can ignore these fields. And also, we haven't received all of these details from the customer on our Razorpay payment page. So all the details of a new contact which we want to create, we are going to map all of these details over here in their respective fields. And after mapping all of this data, just click on Save and Send Test Request. Now, when we click on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see that we have received some response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the data which we have mapped over here, basically the customer who made the payment on our Razorpay payment page, that same customer has been added as a new contact in our Keep CRM, Keep account. So let's check it. We will go to Keep account. We'll just go to Contacts page. And yes, here you can see that just now demo user, this particular contact has been created in our Keep account. Here you can see the same name, same email address and the same mobile number. The same details of the customer which they have entered on our Razorpay payment page. So here guys, we have successfully created this automation workflow inside Pabbly Connect, using which whenever we are going to capture a new payment on our Razorpay payment page, automatically the customer who made the payment will be enrolled in our Zenler account into a course, and also we are going to add that same customer in Infusionsoft by Keep. Now after setting up this automation, let's test this automation workflow once. And to test it, we are going to make another test payment with the details of a new customer. For example, I'm going to name this customer as test user. This is the email address. This is a dummy mobile number. Select the course and the price is the same. Just click on this pay button and let's make another test payment over here. We are going to enter the test card details. And here it is. So again, we are going to make a successful payment. So I'll just click on success and this is it. Just now we have received another payment on our Razorpay payment page. And we will see as we receive this successful payment, automatically, instantly, within second, this same customer will be enrolled in our Zenler course. So here guys, we'll go to Zenler's course page. Let's refresh this page once. And yes, here you can see that test user, the same customer, has been enrolled to this particular course in our Zenler account. Also, we will see the same customer will be added as a new contact in Keep CRM automatically. So we will just go to Keep and refresh the contacts page once again over here. And yes, test user, you can see the same contact, the exact same contact whose detail we have added as a customer on our Razorpay payment page. This user has been added as a contact over here. This means we have tested this automation in real time and this automation is working perfectly fine. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications with Pabbly Connect. And guys, one more important thing. You will find the clone link of this exact same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone this exact same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this automation workflow for free. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can also do that for absolutely free.
If you have any kind of doubts or queries, you can post them on forum.pabbly.com. So if this video was helpful to you, you can obviously like this video, comment down your suggestions, and don't forget to share it with others. So guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you. Have a great day.